Okay, I am going to take the lessons quickly. In the lesson 1 block, the point of one motion wards is to tap most of these in one motion. The point of the 2 motion wards is to show half-hints to the user but not require them in text input under the load data button, so that it will separate the wards for the user and teach them how to tap in motions. And then we've got 3 motion wards, 4 motion, 5 motion, 6 motion numbers pack. The official syllables pack that is common within the top 5,000 English words. A custom syllable pack that I use as well. The names pack. And random small capitalization pack. So I will be taking all of those lessons right now. Click on the load data and begin. So that is accuracy 98%, keyboard overall 525, errors 24, or per minute maintained 85. And the data about my problem keys, I made a mistake with L 3 times, A 3 times, B 2 times, D 2 times, N 2 times, comma 2 times, E 2 times, R 2 times, U 1 time, I 1 time, S 1 time, Y 1 time. So that's valuable because I can take the most common letters I make a mistake with, and I can keep an eye on my style and adjust as needed. Now let's move on to lesson 2. What I would recommend is doing these lessons once daily to develop the muscle memory and just to recognition of how to split these words up mentally. And you'll start doing it regularly in daily conversation and in work. So paste it into the data input, press load data, and we are ready to go. So the word per minute there was 89, errors was 39, accuracy in the total test was 99%, keyword overs used was 928. My most problematic keys was T at number 5 mistakes, space at number 5 mistakes, L at number 5 mistakes, and then it goes down to 4 mistakes for A, 2 mistakes for O, 2 mistakes for S, 2 mistakes for Y, 2 mistakes for H, 2 mistakes for E, 1 mistake for K, 1 mistake for J, and 1 mistake for M. Now let's move on to the next lesson. So now we are moving on to 3Motion Word Pack. Just highlight within the box, copy, paste it into the data input field, and press load data. So for that test, we got 100% accuracy, 96 word per minute, 0 errors, and 157 keyword overs within that test. Let's move on to the next. So now on to the 4Motion Word Pack. So just paste it in and press load data. So for this lesson, I got 126 keyword overs, 16 errors, 98% accuracy, 82 word per minute. My most problematic key was S, followed by D, E, R, space, C, I, T, and G. Now on to the next one. Now it's time for the 5Motion Word Pack. Paste it in, load data, and begin. I got 100% accuracy. Keyword overs was 29. Word per minute was 95. Now on to the next one. The 6 motion word pack, which is just 2 words for this example. Load it in, load data, and begin. 103 word per minute at 100% accuracy, 5 keyword overs. Now on to the next one. The number pack. Load data. So that is 46 word per minute at 99% accuracy with 93 keyword overs. The problem keys are number 5. I made one mistake, and the space key I pressed at the wrong time during some moment within the test. Now on to the next one. So my problematic keys was A 2 times, S once, H once, M once, and space. I used space incorrectly once. My keyword overs was 215, errors was 6, word per minute 95, and accuracy was 99%. That was my best run yet for that stage. It's time for the official Citable pack. So as you can see, once we load this Citable pack in, there is 275 entries. So that's how long the test will be. And the motions are broke down. If there's a hyphen in it, it'll say it's 1 of 2 motions. If there's 2 hyphens in it, it'll say it's 2 of 3 motions. So that's how the motion display works. Let's begin the test. So for that one, I got 99% accuracy, while per minute was 58, errors was 9, and keyword overage was 942. My most problematic keys was number 2 mistakes for E, 2 mistakes for D, 2 mistakes for space, 1 mistake for T, and 1 mistake for P, and 1 mistake for N. Now let's move on to the next lesson. So now we will go for the custom symbol pack, and you can always just click in this data input, hold control, press A to highlight all, delete, or just hold control and press V to paste a new text block in for training. We will press tab enter to load data and begin. So for that one, it's 56 word per minute, 99% accuracy, errors 2, keyword overage within that session 239. My most problematic keys were T. I made 2 mistakes on the T. Now let's move on to the next block. Now for the final test, it will be random capitalization hack. What this does is forces us to break the line capitalize, return to our foundation, and then capture as many keys as possible. So this is a test. Here we go. Load data and let's tap. that one, I got 84 word per minute, 99% accuracy, 431 keyword overs within the session. I made 12 errors, which was my problem keys, 2 mistakes for O, 2 mistakes for R, 2 mistakes for A, 2 mistakes for W, 1 mistake for D, 1 mistake for I, 1 mistake for S, 1 mistake for space key. So what I would recommend is doing these tests every day and just developing the motions gradually and naturally over time. But first, obviously, learn proper finger placement from some standard touch tapping tutor. You can find them anywhere, but you cannot find keyword overs method anywhere. So that is all. I've completed the lessons for today. Enjoy and happy tapping. Come see me in my Discord and challenge me when you get fast enough.